So summer is winding down, guys, and I'm going to give you a massive list of 20 amazing Arab fragrances to close out this summer. So stay tuned. So we're going to get right into it. And in the number one spot, Kaif by Ahmed. Yes, Ahmed Kaif, the cool whisper of citrus and clean linen. Great atomizer. This is like spraying on a crisp white button-up shirt, classy, elegant, great for everyday wear. It's almost like being in the Mediterranean, but not being there at all. You got some neroli, some watermelon. I believe there's some bergamot in here. It's fresh, it's citrus, it's soapy clean, and that dry down is just pure elegance. Will kind of remind you of fragrances like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce or Parfums de Marly Percival, but I think still really underrated, affordable, versatile, and one of the top Arab summer fragrances in my collection as of 2025. And again, that's Ahmad K. Now this new one, aromatic fresh citrus, and I was shocked by this fragrance. I did a couple full wears, 9 hours performance, same with Kaif. It's a beast mode of a fragrance. We're talking 9, 10, 11 hours on skin. But this next one, a new release from Dumont, and that's Soprano Ice. Yes, Soprano Ice by Dumont. Think of a frozen mojito. Get that to spray. Minty, icy, lemon, geranium. Just this nice cooling twist on a blue fragrance DNA. Great for daytime, great. Honestly, even going into the fall winter season, this for men is a must-have, must-own. Based on my recommendations, definitely top tier releases of 2025 in my opinion. Again, that's Dumont Soprano Ice. And after trying about 5 or 6 clones of Parfums de Marly Perseus, this hands down is the best one in my opinion. And that's by Luciano, the Titan Collection. Dynasty, yes, Dynasty. Zingy citrus, just a fantastic Arab summer fragrance. This gets about 92% close in my opinion. It gets compliments, it's playful, it's citrusy, it's zingy, and it's a versatile fragrance you could even rock in any situation, any season. And in the next spot definitely has to be Dynasty by Luciano. And this next one, straight up watermelon coconut sunscreen. One of my favorite releases from Paris Corner. And imagine relaxing by turquoise waters with a coconut in your hand. And that's this scent. And this is Coconut Lagoon by Ministry of Gourmand. Yes, Coconut Lagoon leans unisex, but it's creamy, it's comforting. Just one of the best coconut lemon watermelon scents. I don't know what else to say about this. This is a 10 out of 10 in my book. It's fantastic. Chef's Kiss. If you haven't checked this one out and love coconut scents, it's a must grab, must own for sub $50. And again, that's Ministry of Gourmand, Paris Corner, Coconut Lagoon. Another new one. Now, I'll tell you what, the Middle East has been putting out killers for the summer season. And this is a new one in collaboration with Aromatics, and it's his newest one, Platine Blanc. Yes. Platine Blanc, clean, white, floral, citrus zest, and this hint of soapiness. Now, everybody compares this to a mojito. I agree, but in my opinion, this has much more depth. It's got some greenery, and it just reminds me of a rooftop cocktail. Out in the city in Chicago, criminally still underrated, but if you like those mojito vibe, lime slash minty style fragrances, this is a must-have, must-own for 2025. And again, that's French Avenue and Aromatics Platine Blanc. Now, this fragrance is almost like Le Beau Les Parfums, but missing some of the major notes, cleaned up, smoother, and just overall better. And that's from Armaf, and that's Odyssey Artisto. Yes, Odyssey Artisto. Now, this is going to last all day. Same with the other fragrances we covered, basically 8+ hours on skin. This is a tropical paradise in a bottle, and you're gonna get great sillage, high compliment factor with this fragrance. It's just one of the best odysseys to date, in my opinion, next to the newest Revolution. Solid, solid pickup. Based on my recommendations, everybody has said they like this, but if you're looking for Le Bolet Parfum, but less synthetically sweet, more smooth, rounded out on the edges, definitely go with this one from Armaf, and that's Odyssey Artisto. Now, this next one, in my opinion, one of the closest dupes to Pacific Chill. Now, there's one we're going to cover in this list that I personally like better because of the added nuances, but if we're talking Afnan Rare Reef, powdery, fresh, minty, fruity, just slightly aquatic, slightly sweet. Again, like I said, 95% close to that Pacific Chill DNA. Amazing fragrance, amazing release from Armaf themselves. It's perfect for the humid weather. It works well in the high heat and is a stunning fragrance, sub $50 that if you want that Pacific Chill DNA, it's a must-have, must-own. At least the closest to Pacific Chill. And again, that's Afnan's Rare Reef. Now, there's so many inspos to imagination. And in my opinion, I've tried about 8, 9 of them. This is my favorite one. Now, I wouldn't say it's quite the closest to imagination, but it takes imagination's DNA and makes it soapier and cleaner. And that's from El Haramain, and that's Aqua Dubai. Yes, Aqua Dubai, stunning color, stunning bottle, great atomizer. Citrus, musky, zingy ginger. If you want something that feels traditional and modern, this is your gem. Great for everyday wear and a summer must-have, must-own, in my opinion. Check it out for yourselves, guys. And again, that's El Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. Now, if we're talking about Blue Talisman and the best alternative on the market today, definitely has to go to Afnan, and that's Tarathi Electric. Yes, Tarathi Electric. Now, with this one, it's crisp, it's soapy clean, it's powdery from the orange blossom. I believe there's some vanilla on the dry down, but where this shines is that pear orange blossom mix. Very subtle, not overpoweringly sweet, just does the DNA more justice, in my opinion. And for about $50 to smell this damn good this summer or even going into the fall winter season, it's a no-brainer. And in that next spot, definitely has to be Tarathi Electric by Afnan. Now, this next one is Sunset on a Tropical Cliff. And we've already covered a Pacific Chill alternative if you want the closest one, but I do prefer this one over Rare Reef. And in my opinion, they knocked it out of the park with this one. And that's Rayhan's Pacific Aura. Yes. Pacific Aura, mintier. I love the note of mint when it's done right. This is a mintier Pacific Chill style DNA. Again, long lasting, 8+ hours on skin. Great atomizer, great presentation. Magnetic cap. You get kind of this melon vibe, some apricot, citrus zest, smooth, aquatic. It's relaxing but energizing from that mint, and is one of the best Rayhans next to Crimson, in my opinion. You have to go this route if you're going with Pacific Chill. But again, there's people that want something closer to that Pacific Chill DNA. Already featured it in the video, but if I had to pick one, I would go Rayhan's Pacific Aura. And guys, if you're enjoying today's content, make sure you drop a like button. Also, check out all the links down below. I'm going to try and link all these fragrances for you so you can find them at affordable price points and you can grab them. Now, you don't have to use any codes or links to watch these videos, but they're here for your convenience. And that being said, let's get back into it. So this next one doesn't get the love it deserves either. And this is from Fragrance Story. Yes, Fragrance Story. Now, Fragrance Story Kill gets all the love, but this zesty club vibe fragrance, you gotta check out for yourselves. And that's Fragrance Story's Drug. Yes, Fragrance Story Drug. This is bright citrus that meets bubblegummy sweetness. Great atomizer on this one too. I'm telling you, these Arab fragrance brands are killing the game. This is almost like Invictus meets Aqua de Gel. It's just so damn good. This one just smells way more expensive than it truly is. Now, I paid about $120 for my bottle. You can usually find this at discounters for $69, $70. At that price point, highly recommend. 10+ hour performer. And if you want some sweetness added to that blue-green-esque fragrance DNA. This is one to check out. And again, that's Fragrance Stories Drug. Now this next one, Pineapple Coconut Explosion. This is vacation mode turned on. Pineapple, coconut, a splash of tropical flowers, and with that signature OG DNA underneath this fragrance, it's a compliment machine. And that fragrance today is Hawass Tropical. Yes, Hawass Tropical. Now, this surprised me. With all the Paradise Garden inspos, I didn't think they could one-up it. Especially coming from Hawass, I figured it to be very linear, basic, but I should know better. Rasasi and Hawass never miss. This is the best Paradise Garden inspo on the market today, hands down. If you don't have any of them, this is the one to own. And again, with that 8+ hour longevity mark, you could wear it all day, get compliments, and stand out and be noticed. But in that next spot, definitely has to be Rasasi's Hawass Tropical. Now this one too, this is about 90% close to Blue Moon Ginger Dash. If you've ever tried that fragrance, one of my favorites from that house, cocktail ginger, lime, almost like a mojito-esque style vibe with a unique vodka accord. But this next fragrance definitely has to be Moscow Mule by Paris Corner. Yes, Moscow Mule by Paris Corner, boozy, ginger, sparkly, fresh, opens up like a cocktail, like I was saying, ginger, lime, and this chilled citrus zest. And then it dries down into this nice soft woodiness, super unique, surprisingly fresh, and again, like most of these, perfectly unisex in the high heat, but definitely have to go in that next spot. Moscow Mule by Paris Corner. Now, this was probably my most hyped up fragrance of last year, and you can find it now for like 15 bucks. I get about 6 to 7 hours longevity on this, but think breezy aquatic freshness. And for sub 20, probably one of the best summer fragrances on this list. And that fragrance is Azha's Ocean Breeze. Yes, Azha Ocean Breeze, light, clean, beachy. Think of cool, breezy waters, sea air, subtle sweetness that just keeps things smooth and going. Perfect office-safe summer fragrance, just like most of these. But if you're looking for something unique, you might not find it with this one, but in the terms of doing this DNA the best for the price point, Azha's got them beat. And definitely in the next spot, Azha Ocean Breeze. Now, this one came out a couple years ago, I believe, but if you're looking for a creamy gourmand that works well in the high heat in the summer, this is sweetness in the heat done perfectly. And it's got to be from Paris Corner again, Cailleur Pistachio. Yes, look at that dent. This is pistachio ice cream with whispers of vanilla, green almond. You could wear it solo. You could layer this with other fragrances. Just one of my favorite gourmands in the collection. And again, with the 8-hour+ longevity, seems to be the norm within the Middle Eastern fragrance space. This is absolutely stunning. Smooth, not like this dark, creamy gourmand, more airy whipped cream-like. And again, perfectly unisex. I mean, the dent doesn't lie, folks. In that next spot, Cailleur Pistachio by Paris Corner. Now this next one, really overlooked from the House of Rayhan. I think Pacific and Pacific Aura now kind of put this one on the wayside. This is what I would consider an electric aquatic fresh fragrance. It's bright, it's zesty, with almost this metallic coolness. And in the next spot, Rayhan Ocean Rush. Yes, Ocean Rush smells like a cold ocean breeze with some metallic notes to it. The best way I can describe this is imagine kind of Aqua de Jo mixed with chrome. Yeah, Aqua de Jo and chrome together in one fragrance for sub $20 on most discounters. I know you can find all the Rayhan products at BeautyHouse.com. I'll link them down below, but this is a great summer cheapie and very much so overlooked from the other Rayhans. A definite must-have, must-own. If you want some of the best Middle Eastern fragrances this year, definitely has to be Ocean Rush by Rayhan. Now this next one, a take on Blue Electric. Yes, Blue Electric by YSL, long discontinued or just hard to find. I don't know what happened with the fragrance, but this one by Fragrance World captures the magic perfectly, and it's a great blue fragrance. And that's Jack of Clubs by Fragrance World. Yes, another blue style scent. This is smoother, grounded. That lavender really makes this fragrance take off. Good atomizer. You get citrus, again, some lavender. Woods in perfect balance, easy to wear, easy to rock, and hard to hate, to be honest. It does come with a deck of cards, but That's not the coolest part about this fragrance. This one will last 7+ hours on skin. Great. One of the most well-balanced lavender citrus fragrances in the cheapy Arabic space. And again, in the next spot, fragrance worlds, Jack of Clubs. Now, I think most people are going to know this one, and this is also from Afnan, but in the next spot, it's a beast mode apple fragrance. And we're going to have to go 9 a.m. dive. Yes, 9 a.m. dive, mandarin, sea notes, aquatic, 10+ hour performer on skin. I've turned so many people onto this fragrance. It's very mass appealing, very well liked. And if you want performance in the heat and even in the cold, this one does the job. This one literally dives deep. Think of like Bleu de Chanel with YSLY with Dylan Blue all in one fragrance. But that number 19 spot definitely has to go 9 a.m. dive by Afnan. Now, in this next spot, in that same realm as Tarathi Electric, but made more fruitier. Now, I wanted to include this one because it's not so much close one-to-one to Blue Talisman, but because I like the added fruity twist. Think of a fruity citrus fragrance meets creamy sandalwood. And that fragrance is from Lattafa, and that is Art of Universe. Yes, Art of Universe, missing the cap, but it's refreshing, it's soft, it's addictive, it's fruity, it's sweet. Easily one of the best Middle Eastern cheapies in the market today. I was sleeping on this for many, many months, but if you want a fruitier version of that Blue Talisman DNA that you could rock in the colder weather, this is a must-have, must-own. And in that last spot, definitely Lattafa's Art of Universe. All right, guys, those are 20 Middle Eastern fragrances that are absolutely incredible to close out the summer in style. Fresh, fun, budget-friendly. Which ones are you gonna be rocking? Drop a comment down below if I missed any fragrances you guys love. And if you found a gem in this video, share it out with somebody. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, guys, much love. Stay clean, stay fresh, and remember, the world is yours. We'll talk soon.